Awesome. All right, audio's clean. Lighting looks decent enough. Hey, you guys, what's going on? Steven, would you be able to get me all set up?
Yep, I got it.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, you guys, welcome to episode 124 of Six Figure Live. My name is Ben Hartley with Style and Story Creative, Six Figure Photography. We're having a great Tuesday here. We are getting things done. And what I mean is this, there's all those little things, right? And today's just one of those days that we're just like checking off these like little things that have been nagging at us for the longest time. So it's really exciting. Maybe I'll tell you more about those in a minute. You guys, hi, 124 episodes in. Welcome to Six Figure Live. Look, if this is your first time joining, I'm super excited that you're here. Maybe you found out about Six Figure Live from a photographer, a friend, a conference, a workshop, maybe like an email. I don't know, but you're here. And so I'm talking to you. Thanks. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for saying hi and stopping in to see what this is all about. Thanks, Steven. Look, I got you guys queued up here so I can see comments and thoughts come through. Angela, what's up, girl? You guys, if this is your first time joining, really, again, thank you so much. The whole purpose of this is because I recognize how hard it is to daily go to work when you're in your own house and you're doing it alone, or maybe you're doing it with a spouse. It doesn't matter. Sometimes that's even more difficult, right? It's the constant hustle and in an environment where you just feel completely isolated. And so I want to help to be kind of this daily voice for you, an inspiration and direction to help you guys out in any way that I can to help give you some motivation. And so that's why I'm here, really. That's the entire purpose. And the whole time too, by the way, I'm doing it for me because everything I come up here and I say, I'm constantly reminding us of the things that we need to continue to do. Even when you're winning, you still got to keep going hard. So anyhow, Angela, what's up? You guys, I want to talk about something here that we've been doing a lot lately in regards to pre-consultation meetings, and I just figured it'd be really cool to show you guys what we're up to. While you guys are here, by the way, feel free, leave comments, say hi, thumbs up, hearts. I love seeing that people are here. I just released and launched out the email announcing that Booked, the ultimate guide to getting wedding photography clients, is live. And so that's really rad. So that's happening right now. Hopefully, yeah, check your inbox. If you don't see it there, message me and I'll send you a link or something. But anyhow, that's live. And I'm super stoked about it because I've been going hard on this thing for the last 6 months, trying to get it in your guys' hands. And so it's there for you. If anyone has any questions on it, feel free to ask me. I am 100% an open book about it. So Tony signed up. Dude, Tony, it's awesome, man. I'm so glad that you got a chance to get it, man. Dude, let me know how it is. Shoot me a message. Keep in touch, man. I want to make sure that I can continue to make this thing better. Dude, Tony, this is the really cool thing, actually, man. You guys, so the way that I built out this whole course is small bite-sized videos, tons of them, by the way, but they're 7-minute long videos. And I did this so that way I can update it. Dude, I kid you not, Tony, knowing, I just launched it this morning, and last night I was laying in bed and I was like, oh, F. There's this other thing. There's 2 other things that I wanted to talk about bridal expos that I was I want to further expand on that. I literally came into work today and I already updated Booked. Tony, if you go to the Bridal Expo thing, there should be 3 updates. I already updated it this morning. And that's what I love about it is I can keep updating it and keep giving you guys the most recent content. Anyhow, I digress. Scott, what's up, man? Megan, I want to send up, where's the link? Megan, check your inbox unless you're not on our my newsletter. Otherwise, I'll send you a message. Hey, Renee also got it. Awesome. Hi, Ben, about to spend the day photographing my 97-year-old grandpa. Nervous but excited. Angela, that is so freaking awesome. Man, I'm jealous, to be honest. I'm jealous that I didn't get to do that with my grandparents. Enjoy that moment. Ask stories and listen, and please make prints of that. Angela, that is so cool. Thanks for telling me. I love that story. You guys, one of the really cool things too is with Booked, it's until tomorrow at midnight. If anyone gets booked by tomorrow at midnight, I've included an entire 2-hour long actual pre-consultation meeting. You get to just sit in and watch me do a pre-consultation meeting with a client. It's honestly, I think it's probably one of the coolest things, because it's one thing to hear someone be this is how you do it, and this is what you should say, and this is what you should not say. But it's another thing to actually watch it occur and watch someone work off the cuff. And then for me to kind of pause and explain what's going on. I'm super excited about that part. I think it's probably one of the most valuable aspects of it, to be quite honest. But anyhow, so that's happening. But I want to talk about this thing that we do during pre-consultation meetings. and just put this out there to you guys because it's super easy to do, and it's so impactful, you guys. It's just so impactful. So when I say pre-consultation meeting, by the way, let's define that. This is to leads, right? This is a meeting for leads, people who haven't booked you yet. Maybe you've just emailed with them or texted or you've had that phone call and you're getting a chance to meet all together in the studio for the first time or in your home, in your apartment. It doesn't matter. It's okay, you guys. You can do it in your apartment, right? And you're meeting for the first time. And so what that whole process goes through, usually the goal is obviously to end in booking the client. And so I have this little box here and I want to unpack what's in it. But in the meantime, what are people saying? Megan says this: I've been a second shooter for years and I'm just getting into my own weddings now. The business side is so hard. Megan, you're right. And Megan, you're not alone either. The business side is hard for everyone because we're creatives. We're not like, we didn't attend business school. We just like picked up a camera one day and we're like, this is what I'm going to do to start making money, or to help support the family, or I enjoy photography. And then it just kind of develops into something. And so I totally get it, Megan. Jason, hey, Ben, booked. So much thanks. Dude, awesome, Jason. Glad you got a chance to check it out too. Okay. Let me explain some stuff. If anyone has any questions about booked or anything else, feel free to ask. I'll keep my little thing open so I can see you guys come through. Okay, so here we go. Look, I'm going to skip ahead a whole bunch. There's a ton of stuff that goes on during the pre-consultation meeting, and I don't have time to go through it all right now because, like I said, the video that's in booked is like 2 hours. But one of the things is, you're looking at work, right? And so you're going through your gallery. Maybe you're looking at your portfolio online, or maybe you even get a chance to open up albums and go through a full wedding day, or you have artwork on the walls. You've got canvases or framed prints, whatever it may be, and you're looking at work, right? I love doing that. I love being able to show clients a variety of things, anything from like the very basic getting ready to like those big, awesome portfolio shots, right? But in this box is the thing that I care most about. And not only in this box is the thing that I care most about, it's a thing that my ideal clients care most about. Okay. And so after I get through everything, this is kind of like my nail in the coffin. This is like the thing that it's like the dropping of the mic. This is the thing that I go to say, as awesome as all that stuff has been, the albums and the portfolio shots and the big, awesome, epic things, I want to show you guys why I really photograph weddings. I want to show you guys the core reason for why I do what I do and what I want to do for you guys, right? And then we get out this little box. It's a nice little black box here, and this is what we get into. So this is actually pretty cool. Side note, this is just ordered through Miller's. It's this beautiful like velvet box, and I've got on it the Style & Story Creative logo, black on black, but it's like a gloss on matte. Anyhow, and so we open this up, and inside this box are going to be prints, okay? But these prints are going to be a little bit different than what we've been looking at for most of the day. And while some of this stuff has been sprinkled out throughout the pre-consultation together, not ever in this sort of focused manner, right? So I'm going to open this up and kind of walk you guys through. Okay. So in this box are prints, and these prints are all black and whites. Every single one of them is black and whites. They're all deep matte prints, and so they just have this texture to them that just feels incredible. And they're all mounted on matte board, so they're firm, they're stiff, they have a substance to them. But every single one of these prints is incredibly emotionally driven and has stories behind it. And so we start going through these and we start telling stories, right? So I'm going to hold this up here. And so like, come on, focus, you can do it. Maybe I'll just have to hold it back here. And so like the first look when the groom saw his bride for the first time, another first look as the groom saw his bride. And we're telling stories as we're going through this. This is a groom whose grandma was in the hospital and she wasn't able to attend the wedding. And rather than going out and doing a creative portrait session, we drove 45 minutes to the hospital. They asked me, they said, Ben, should we go do portraits or should we go see my grandma? And I started like crying. I was like, we need to go see your grandma right now. And we went and we just saw his grandma and took a couple of pictures of them together, but honestly, she just wanted to see them. And the very first thing when they walked through the door, when the bride and groom walked through the door in the hospital, the grandma looked up at her, oh my gosh, at her grandson, and she said, I knew you'd come. Oh, it just killed me. You guys, the father-daughter dance, a toast from the best man to his groom, or to his, to the groom, another father-daughter dance. This is the bride's father at the church, wiping away tears. His girl's getting married. Anyhow, as I'm going through this, normally I'm explaining full stories, but it's just like, it's moment after moment of the things that we actually give a damn about. There's humanity here, right? It's like, these aren't just like beautiful shots. They're not safe shots. Like, and they're all black and white, but I don't give a damn. I just want to show humanity. I want to show emotion. I want to show reaction. I want to show a bride seeing her grandma. Like, going back here, Angela, the fact that you're going to go photograph your grandfather right now, your 97-year-old grandfather today, please, like, cherish that moment, cherish these photographs, spend time, listen, bring an audio recorder, to get out your iPhone and record audio of your grandpa to have connected to those images. It's just put it on your iPhone. I don't care, but record his words and record his stories as you're taking pictures. It rained right after the ceremony and as they're leaving. You guys, we go through this, and by the time we finish telling these stories and the bride finishes like hearing these and asking questions, and she gets to see herself in these shoes, you guys, it's not a sales tactic, but it's just reality. We don't buy off of rational thoughts about what we do and how we do it, right? We buy based off of emotion, and then we rationalize that, right? We buy based off of why we do things, not what we do and how we do it. And so, like, anyhow, I want you guys to understand that spending time not looking at images but telling stories is what we do, right? Anyhow, it's just a really awesome thing. You guys can get those at Miller's too, those boxes. But anyhow, let me see what people said. Sarah, crying for the groom seeing his grandma at the hospital. What sweet moments you're giving them. You're absolutely right. Not safe, but it's meaningful. It's true. And here's the deal. This is what I always tell my couples. Look, it's not all smiling, looking at the camera, because there's more emotions that go on a wedding day than just joy. I understand that there's joy, and there's a lot of it, right? And there's love and there's romance, but there's a more holistic spectrum of emotions, and I want to tell that. I want to give you that more holistic spectrum of emotions, right? I don't just want everything to be cheese. And if the couple looks at me and they're like, man, this is a filtering thing too, right? I want my clients to see this and say, yes, that's what I want, because that's what I want to photograph. This all goes back to why I switched to Fuji, but the little X-T2, because the Fuji X-T2 allows me just to get close to people, even closer than an SLR. And I can go silent shutter, and I can be present in the most emotionally intense moments and not have this big piece of gear disconnecting me from a scene, right? Not having the click of a shutter going off all the time, but I can be present and I can be close in proximity, and it allows me to better tell those stories. Whew, I digress. Anyhow, it's really powerful. It's something that we do at every pre-consultation meeting, and it changes the. Well, it doesn't really change it, because prior to this, we're still already pretty deep, but it further draws the pre-consultation meeting into something that's it's not just a meeting, man. Like, we really are connecting in a different level. So anyhow, Emily Johansson, if we're just starting out and don't have all those emotional shots, anything you would suggest? Emily, I would suggest shooting your ass off. I would suggest shooting every possible thing that you can shoot. Anytime you have an opportunity to shoot, right? If you got a chance to get my emails last week about getting clients to the door, one of the techniques is about shooting every possible thing. And I'm not going to go into it right now, but look, if you don't have images, you should be shooting all the time. Like, if the alternative is sitting on your hands and not doing anything, then I think you should be out shooting. Until, of course, the clients start coming through the door. But, like, show what you can. My guess is, you guys, please understand this. If you go through those images, like with me, like not through the screen, you'll notice some of them are out of focus. You'll notice some of them have motion blur. They're not technically perfect images. Mixed lighting, garbage, bullshit, high ISO scenarios, right? So you might, Emily, have some images that perhaps if you go back through, you realize, you know what, this isn't like the greatest picture, but do some black and white to it. See if you can get some editing out. And more importantly, it's the story, right? There's story there. And so look, it might not be the most dramatic thing in the world. It might not be the single tear falling down the bride's cheek as she's dancing with her dad. I understand that. But there's stories that you can tell, and there's stories that have meaning to that client, that even if the image isn't everything, the story can be there and you can connect it. And then just keep shooting, and they'll come about. They'll come about, right? But the only way that they're going to come about is if you just keep shooting. Don't stop shooting. Look for opportunities. Look, it goes back to what Angela's doing. She's photographing her grandpa. Dude, you know what's better than stories of a bride? Stories of you, right? Emily, stories of your own life, stories of your mom and dad, stories of your grandparents. Maybe they passed away. I don't know, but stories that you get to personally connect to, because then it shows that you walk the walk, right? Like F&A, man, pictures of my daughter on my desk. Like if we go around to all the guys' offices here at the studio, we all have photographs of our family on our desk. And so when you get to actually tell stories that relate to your life, I think that's actually even more powerful, and it's even more meaningful. And it gets to just show the client what, like, the value behind what you do. So maybe that's the option too, right? Okay. Whew. I'm bringing it back down. Sometimes you get so fired up about this stuff. I'm so passionate about the story creation process and about the emotional connection that we get to have with our clients, because otherwise, man, I just get burnt out as a photographer. I just get burnt out doing this job. I'll just be honest. I'll just like showing up every day and working my ass off, running a marathon pretty much, just for some images. Bullshit. I can't do that. I need to have more than that. I need to have connection. I need to be able to give people something that's more than just pictures, right? I need to give people something that's more than just pictures. Man, I keep going back, Angela. I'm so excited that you're photographing your grandpa today. Please be present in that and enjoy it. Record that audio, make prints of that time, make an album of that time and give it to your parents. Keep one for yourself. Give another to his sons and his daughters. Like preserve that and cherish it. All right, you guys. I got one more thought came through from Sin Wamau. I have a Facebook photography page, but not getting second shooting jobs. Is it that important for my profession? Oh, wait. Is that important to have my own professional? Hey, here's what I'm going to do. Sin, I'm going to, this is a great question, Sin. What I'm going to do is on Friday, I'm going to do Q&A. I'm going to save this question right here, and I'm going to answer it for you on Friday. Q&A Friday is happening. And so I'm going to save this question. Sin, come back on Friday and take a look at the answer, because I'm going to answer your question live for you. Right now, I got a bust. I got a ton of stuff to do. And I just want to come down from my little rant about giving clients actual value. And so anyhow, Sin, I'm answering your question Friday. Please show up. It's going to be there right there for you. Okay, my man or dear. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Let me know if anyone has any questions, by the way, going back to the whole booked thing. If anyone's hesitant, if they have questions, shoot me a message, shoot me like an email or a Facebook message, and I'm on the other end, and I'm going to respond. So anyhow, I really appreciate you guys. I'm so grateful for everything that you guys do. And so anyhow, I'm out. Cheers.